welcome to the Remote Chief channel on the YouTube network. I'm the Chief. How you doing today? If you came to the channel, that means you're already doing the right thing. So let's get into it. Today I have an awesome racing drone to show you. So check it out. We've got two boxes here. 1 and 2. What could be in them? What am I going to show you? Let's get into it. It's Racing Drone Day with Wondertech. Come on, let's get into these boxes and let's make it happen. Boom. Pretty exciting, pretty interesting, pretty cool. We have the Rebel from Wondertech. This drone is awesome because it comes with the controller, the drone, and the goggles. You don't need to go buy anything else. If you're into drone racing right now and you know you have to build the drone, you have to get the goggles, you have to even download software and learn how to do all that. This drone is ready to fly. Let's open the box and dive in. Show you the accessories, the batteries, how to charge it, and get you started. I can't get enough of this. Let's check it out. The Rebel, man. The first thing you're gonna see is these little quality pass stickers. Let us know that it passed quality control in the factory. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Like that. Like that. All right, here we go. We're gonna open it up for the first time. There's nothing like opening the box for the first time, getting a look at it. Whew. There it is, man. Whew. Clean setup. There's a lot to go over. There's a lot of stuff with this drone. This is awesome. Keeps these sticks from moving around. Nice, compact. You got a GPS module. Looks like this kind of comes out here. It holds the drone into place. You got your charger. Batteries slid in there on that side. Wow. There's a lot of stuff in here. The propellers ready to go. And look, you get 8 propellers, which is, 8 propellers, that's money. Gotta have another spare. You can't just get 4 in the box. Shout out to Wondertech. I'm really liking that. That's something that makes me happy. When I get a drone and there's only 1 set of propellers, I immediately am a little offended by the company. Because they know I'm trying to fly all the time. Come on, guys. We got our charger here, ready to go. Get us started. This is gonna connect the charger. We got a little GPS module. Wow, there's a lot of stuff. Let's start taking it out and show you what we got. So we have the quick start guide, ready to go. Always read your quick start guide, go through the manual. There's a lot of stuff to these drones and you could be out there and that's when you need to know. And stay at home for a couple hours and read this thing. Trust me, it's gonna pay off. So we got that. Let's get the transmitter out. It's pretty diesel, pretty hefty. Wow. Nice solid feel in my hand. You know, it's a Devo 7, which is a known transmitter too. The Devo. It's a pretty good transmitter. It's got a lot of bells and whistles, a lot of switches, bunch of stuff, and that's why you have to read the manual. There's going to be a lot of stuff in here that even the Chief needs to go over. Even after all the drones I fly, every single time I get a new drone, I gotta check it out. I gotta go over it. Wow, this is cool. Everything is nicely just covered with a little plastic. See, you got a little plastic cover here over the Wondertech. That's just a nice touch. I like when companies go above and beyond. It just makes it look professional. You know, take those off. Won't need those eventually. We'll be flying around. But there it is, man. So it looks like nothing comes charged. I turn it on, it doesn't turn on. So we're gonna find out what goes on. But there is the Devo 7. We'll get into these too. Don't worry, don't worry. We got a charger that comes with it. 4 sets of propellers. 1, 2, 3, and 4 sets of propellers. Nice little blades. Don't worry, we're gonna pull the drone out. Here's a charger. Got a GPS module, which we're gonna have to attach. That's fun. All set. The battery, ready to go. Probably have to get a couple more of those if you are like me and you want to fly as much as I do. Boom. And now that this box is empty, I am gonna get and wrestle this drone out. It's tightly in there, so you gotta just kind of wedge it out kind of even. here it is, man. Pretty cool. Boom. Check it out in all its glory, folks. It's pretty cool looking drone. Gotta admit. Pretty sweet. Give you guys the close-ups from here. How does it look? Like the red motors. I really like red and black. Wondertech has been really going with the red and, you know, red and black a lot with the clean white. I love the colors that they're going for. I like the way their products look. It's clean, it's modern. So here it is, the Rebel W40GRS13. Boom. It's gonna have a lot of bells and whistles. Here it has your antennas for your video camera. It's gonna have a video camera already installed right here in the front that tilts up and down. You're gonna be able to add a little tilt to it because when the drone tilts forward, when you're racing faster, you're gonna wanna be able to tilt that camera up or down. It even has this really cool little thing, which is basically like a little gimbal here. And somehow I'm gonna figure out how to get a GoPro up there. But once we get the GoPro attached to that, we'll be able to do some really good FPV shots. Really cool. The legs are somewhat plastic, but they are very hard plastic. It feels like you would have to hit it very, very hard to break. Although they look like they could break if you hit them hard enough, but they're very, very durable, you know. For the price, for everything you get here, it's well priced at $549 because you get the transmitter, the goggles, and the drone, spare propellers, the charger, battery, and the GPS module. Nothing is an accessory that you then have to go buy again. It's all here for you. The only thing you probably want to get is a few extra batteries and some maybe spare propellers if you feel the need. Racing drones, you're going to crash a lot more than your Phantom, your Unique, or your 3DR Solo. So you do want to take that into account when you're buying a racing drone. So let's look at this drone overall. It's got two deckers here, two layers. Looks like carbon fiber, but I don't know how durable the carbon fiber is. But it looks like carbon. I'd have to test it with a tester to see how much carbon we're actually getting out of the frame. And I will be putting it to the test when I fly it to see how durable it is. For the most part, it feels pretty strong and well built. Feels like it could take somewhat of a beating. It's a pretty durable little drone. I like the front lights here. It has lights here on the back too. Let's plug it in and see if we can see what the lights look like. Be pretty interesting, right? Ooh, got a little cool little deet sound. We got flashing lights on the back right there. It's pretty cool. You got nice white lights in the front. That's pretty interesting as well. Wow, I like the LED lights. They're blinking, they're flashing. I'm already getting excited. Are you guys getting excited? Just seeing the lights on this thing is getting me excited. I can't wait to race this thing, to fly it around, to put the goggles on and be immersed in this drone. Basically, my eyes will be here on the front of this camera, and I'll be zooming and flying all around. I can't get enough of flying drones. It's the funnest hobby I ever entered into. I'm turning it into a profession, and I absolutely love it. Are you as passionate about it as I am? Love these things. But what do you guys think about the lights? What do you think about the look? I think it's beautiful. Beautiful. Let's take the lights off because I know, the flashing may annoy you guys. I don't want anyone getting a seizure up there. Cool. No on and off switch again. Just plug and play like most drones are. Let's look at this little GPS module and find out what's going on in here. This thing is pretty serious. It's got some screws you don't want to lose, so when you do open that, open it slow. The screws are in their own spot, so check them out, they're there. But just open it slow, don't lose these. These probably are not that easy to find again. And from the look of it, I'm sure I'll figure this out pretty fast. But I'm looking at two screws there. And maybe if you can even look at it, is a GPS module on it? It is. So it comes up from the back here, like so. So you would pull this tight. It's dangling. You would pull that tight. Slide that this slides backwards. See, it comes off, but you basically slide it like this right into play. See that? Okay. So now that that's slid in there, I believe you feed this down into there, and then I see the two screws, they go onto the module like so. So you're gonna feed this through. Once that's fed through, this will slide into place and the GPS module will stay on just like that. Now there's a lot to go over and set up with this drone. So with that being said, today is just the unboxing. We're just going to show you what you get with the drone. We will then produce another video giving you the detailed setup of how to get into the air and what all the accessories do, how to screw this in, where to feed the wires, stuff like that. That will be included in part 2 of the Rebel video section. So we've gone over the drone pretty much, folks. You guys have seen it in all its beauty. It's pretty awesome, pretty nice product. Can't hate. We do have to find out its durability. We got to bang it around a little bit. We got to push it. And you know the Chief will do that because, you know, if you've seen my channel, I love to crash drones. And if you fly as much as me, you'll crash as much as I do. So, and it doesn't mean I'm not good at what I do. It means I push the limits all the time. And what does that mean? It means I push the limits all the time. I try to find how durable products are. I want to see what they can do for me. So I want to see how far I can push them. I like the Wondertech. I like the branding here. I like the red motors. They're really cool. Really cool. Check them out. So sick. Give you guys a really good look. You see it all from like my perspective. Turning it. Turning it. So cool. Okay. Now let's get into the goggles. I gotta see what's going on with these goggles. How they fit, what they look like. Oh, get that tape out of here. Let's get into this thing. So you see it's basically taped up and then you're gonna slide the shell off of it. Pretty cool. Again in the nice white box. Comes with your instruction manual right on the top. Wondertech is also using the nice branding there. Boom. Shows you all the things that come with it. Wow. So there's a lot of racing drones on the market right now. And basically to build a racing drone sometimes can cost you upwards of $800. Then the Fat Shark Dominator goggles cost you another $300. You're looking at $1,500 just to begin to start racing a drone. Somewhere in that level. But where do you start? You start with the Wondertech Rebel here for $549 from Sam's Club. This is going to get you in the air and get you flying. You're going to have the goggles, the transmitter, the drone, and everything you see here. What are you waiting for? Let's do this. Open it up. Boom, here they are. Pretty cool. Now these are full-faced, so they're not going to be divided by your two different eyes. You're going to get a full screen. Some people like the full screen, some people don't. It really depends on preference. I'm going to fly these and tell you how I feel about them in the flying video. We will have 3 videos for this product. The first video you'll see is the unboxing video. The second video you see is the setup, how to get in the air, how to charge the batteries and get going. And the third video you'll see is really the Chief out in the field racing this drone, putting it to the test, having a blast, flying. All right. Now with the goggles, you get the goggles themselves here. Nice white case, ready to go. Here we have the rechargeable battery. I guess this is how you recharge the battery here. Nice little cleaning wipes too. Wondertech threw some cleaning wipes to clean off the screen. Make sure it's nice and clean. That's really cool. Those are little accessories and they mean a lot to me. Wondertech, nice job. This is a well thought out product. Then we have our USB, which it looks like that's how I can charge my battery. Plug it in like so. Plug it into a USB charger like your iPhone or Android device, and you'll be good to go. Comes with a nice antenna here, which you will need. Don't lose that. You screw it onto the upper right part of the transmitter. And if you're flying, I'm sure, like that way a lot, you know, why not give it a little front tilt? Kind of direct it more towards the angle that you're flying. Now it's going to be more difficult with the GoPro on here, but I'll try to put both of these on over each other, but you can kind of get an idea. It sits nice. It's actually really comfortable, if you can believe it. I know I'm just wearing it quickly. We'll see how long I can wear these for and how it feels on the face, but the foam padding feels nice. It's not so thick, but it's not so thin either. So they're minimal, but they're well made. And right so far, they're feeling really nice on my face. So there it is, folks. I showed you the drone in depth. I showed you the transmitter. I showed you all the accessories and the goggles. Thank you so much for watching. Look out for the next video where we're going to show you how to set this up, how to bind the goggles to the drone, how to bind the transmitter to the drone, and all the things to get you up in the air as soon as possible when you buy this product. Remember, it's available at samsclub.com for $549. This is an awesome product because it includes all three things ready for you to start racing. This is basically a drone where you can begin your racing career. And who knows, maybe I'll see you on the circuit next year, racing around the world. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. Join the tribe and subscribe. The Chief abides. Thank you so much, guys. And remember, if you came to my channel, you already did the right thing. Have a great day. Peace.